Welcome to the final night of the OperaLex 2021 Virtual Encore event. Thank you for joining us this year in this special online platform. We look forward to a night of community, celebration, and most importantly, music. Without further ado, here are your hosts for the evening, Dr. Sandy Archer and Dr. Everett McCorvey.
Good evening and welcome to the final night of Virtual Encore 2021 sponsored by OperaLex. I'm still your co-host for the evening, Dr. Sandy Archer, and I'm proud to be serving as OperaLex president and thrilled to be with you here tonight. It's my great honor to be sharing my hosting duties once again with this incredible teacher, visionary, and singer-performer, Dr. Everett McCorvey.
Thank you, Sandy. Hello, and I'm still the artistic director of OperaLex, and we hope that you are continuing to stay safe, healthy, and happy during this time. And we're honored that you have chosen to spend another night with us, and we are vaccinated.
As many of you know, we are used to being together in person for this annual fundraising event. Last year, we took on the task of making this a virtual presentation, and it was such a success that we decided to do it again this year. We have been delighted to present you with Virtual Encore entertainment for the last two nights, and tonight our final night right from the comfort of your own home. And we're glad you have joined us for this grand finale.
Tonight, you can look forward to performances from our University of Kentucky Opera Theater students, faculty, and alumni, interviews with honored guests, and opera scholarship awardees. This year, we had the exciting opportunity to film many of these performances in person on the stage at the Lexington Opera House. You are in for a real treat, and I would like to say thank you to the vocal faculty for also being involved in the performances this year. That's been really exciting. So we hope that you enjoy hearing these talented individuals.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Quelle fenêtre me cosime ta mère pour sa maman, ta mère pour sa maman. De ne pas l'amour sépare et n'échange d'ennemis. Non, que rien ne nous sépare. Non, rien. Que rien ne nous sépare. Non, rien. Jurons de rester amis. Sleep, sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight, not for all the jewels in the crown.
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night.
And still have begged for more.
I could have spread my wings and done a thousand things
I've never done before. I'll never know.
I'll never know what made it so exciting. While it wants my heart to flight. I only know when she began to dance with me.
I could have danced, I could have danced all night. I'll never know what made it so exciting.
While it
wants my heart to flight.
I
When she began to dance with me, I could have danced, I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night.
What a wonderful start to the evening. For those who aren't familiar with our organization, the mission of OperaLex is to enhance the general public's awareness and appreciation of opera in Central Kentucky and throughout the Commonwealth, primarily through support of the opera program at the University of Kentucky, including but not limited to awarding of student scholarships under the direction of the Board of Directors and the continuation of the corporation's educational and public programs. And for more information, please go to our website at operalex.org.
We are so glad you're here, and we appreciate your support of OperaLex and UKOT. Our students are doing amazing things around the world, but we could not do it without the financial support of OperaLex. Sandy Archer, his board, and the Bravo Guild do so much to make sure that our university and its students can continue to provide the best training possible and that our community can enjoy world-class talent right here in Lexington.
The funds raised tonight will go to support the Tom and Marilyn Getchell Scholarship. This scholarship is a matching fund and an opportunity to change the lives of UK opera theater graduate students by giving them the means necessary to continue their education and training. This scholarship is named in the honor of the late Tom Getchell, who served as board member and president of OperaLex. With his wife Marilyn's passing last year, it now honors both of them. Both Tom and Marilyn were fierce champions for our students, and you can help further their legacy by donating tonight. Graduate students are selected based on coursework, financial need, and GPA. If you care to contribute, your pledge will help these extraordinary students. Please give generously.
It really makes a difference. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Getchell Scholarship was an unexpected blessing. It took the financial burden off of my husband and I and allowed me to fully delve into all of the incredible opportunities that UKOT has for its students. I started teaching in the local community. I was able to perform with UKOT on the main stage, and I finished my master's degree on time. The course of my education and experiences were radically changed for the better. It also allowed me to believe in myself and have a newfound confidence in my gift that I never had before. I am truly thankful to be counted as one of the Getchell Scholars. Your generosity could be the difference in someone's life, just like it was with mine. Thank you so much for supporting OperaLex and the students of UK Opera Theater.
Hai già vinta la causa? Cosa sento? In qual loccio cadea? Perfidi, io voglio di tal modo punirvi. A piacer mio, la sentenza sarà. Ma se pagasse la vecchia pretendente, pagarla in qual maniera? E poi Antonio, che all'incognito Figaro ricusa di dar una nipote in matrimonio. Coltivando l'orgoglio di questo mentecato, tutto giova un raggiro. Il colpo è fatto. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio. E un ben che in van desio, e poi seder dovrà. Vedrò per man d'amore, unita a un vile oggetto, che in me resta un affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio. Vedrò che il ben che ho desio, e poi seder dovrà. Vedrò per man d'amore, unita a un vile oggetto, che in me resta un affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò, 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 vedrò. A non lasciarti in pace, non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace, tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa. Ah, che lasciarti in pace non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa.
We want to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor for tonight's event, Liquor Barn.
liquorbarn.com.
Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
In the 2019-20 season, the Metropolitan Opera staged the American classic Porgy and Bess, and we had the honor of seeing 8 of our UK Opera Theatre alumni and students in that production. This opera is very special to me, of course, because the Met is where I met my wife in the Met's production of Porgy and Bess, the debut production in 1984. And now our singers in this 2019 production can say that they are Grammy Award-winning singers. And we are so proud of how they have represented the University of Kentucky, the Opera Theatre, and OperaLex through their hard work. So we hope that you enjoy this performance from Porgy and Bess.
Got plenty of nuttin', and nuttin's plenty for me. I got no car, I got no mule, I got no misery. Hey, folks with a plenty, got a lock on the door. Afraid somebody's a-going to rob 'em while they's out a-making more. What for? I got no lock on the door, that's no way to be. They can steal the rug from the floor, that's okay with me, 'cause the things that I prize, like the stars in the skies, all are free. Oh, I got plenty of nuttin', and nuttin's plenty for me. I got my gal, got my song, I got him no day long. Ain't no use complaining, got my gal, got my Lord, got my song. Oh, I got plenty of nuttin', and nuttin's plenty for me. I got the sun, I got the moon, I got the deep blue sea. Hey, folks with a plenty, gotta pray all the day. Seem with plenty, you sure gotta worry how to keep the devil away. Anyway, I ain't afraid about hell till the time arrive. Never worry long as I'm well. Never gonna strive to be good, to be bad. What the hell? I's glad I's alive. Oh, I got plenty of nuttin', and nuttin's plenty for me. I got my gal, got my song, I got him no day long. Ain't no use complaining. Got my gal, got my Lord, got my song.
The alumni from the UK Opera Theatre program go on to do amazing things. They serve their communities all over the world, working as performers, educators, and arts advocates. It is always a delight when we get to sit down with them and hear what they've been up to. Miss Jenna Day, a UK Opera Theatre alumna herself, sat down with recent graduate and countertenor Judd Perry to talk about his life in Germany as a performer and educator. Please enjoy.
Today we have a family member, a fellow alum of UK, Judd Perry, a phenomenal countertenor who is now all the way in Germany. So he has had such an extraordinary career, such an extraordinary life, and has traveled and sung all over the world. So Judd, welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this event.
Thank you, Jenna, for having me, and also the OperaLex family.
So Judd, you said you're originally from Tennessee. What led you just up the border to UK? Was it the music program?
Yeah, I came to the University of Kentucky to study with Stephen King at the time, and then met this incredible faculty of people who are still there. So,
was your degree in vocal performance, or?
I did a bachelor's degree in vocal performance, and yeah, and then sort of toward the end of my time at UK, I had started Robert Baldwin, who I'm sure a lot of people will know, Dr. B, was the director of orchestral activities at the time, and I had started studying privately with him, just taking some conducting lessons and because not only do I love singing, but I also really enjoyed conducting, and I kind of had a secret desire to become an opera conductor.
That's incredible. Now, was it the conducting that took you to Germany, or was it the singing?
Singing. Yeah, I didn't. I finished 1 year of that master's degree at the University of Texas, and then started singing again. While I was there, kind of just things were going better with my voice. I had taken a pause from singing, but yeah, things were going better, and so I started singing again, and yeah, things improved quite a bit. And then I did the Met auditions at the end of 2005, and had a pretty nice time with all of that, except for getting sick, which happens. But anyway, I did a singing competition in Vienna, Austria. I did the Belvedere singing competition in Vienna, Austria, and I made it into the finals of the operetta competition. They had sort of an opera category and then an operetta category, and I ended up in the semifinals of the operetta category. Didn't end up winning anything at that competition, but an agent sent me to Wiesbaden to audition for an open Fest contract, which had just opened up, the Fest contract. And so I got on a night train and went from Vienna to Wiesbaden and did an audition, and was offered the job. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So I ended up with a lot more than the couple of €1,000 that I would have gotten if I had won the competition. I ended up with the job and now a life in Germany. So
Really, really encouraging to hear, because I think that, when you're talking to young singers, and a lot of times like young students coming into UK, or just young students everywhere, when they think of their favorite singers, they're always, kind of rattling off the same people, those top tier people. There's a few slots at the top for classical singers where it's like, okay, you're going to make a killing. You're going to make a lot of money in your life. And then there's an entire next tier of people that maybe you don't know their names, and, they might not be quote unquote famous, but like you said, they're having phenomenal careers like yourself, like an incredible careers. And I think sometimes when people think about going into the arts, it can be terrifying. And particularly from people who may come from families who aren't in the arts world. And so it's like, there's like, you go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be, something. But the arts seem so unpredictable. They seem so unsustainable. So I think it's pretty amazing to hear you talk about your ability to have consistent work, your ability to support a family. I think that's really, really inspiring. So what would you say to young people, I guess a bit of advice to young people out there, if you could, about just developing your career as an artist, not worried about being famous, but creating a career and a life that you can be proud of, that feels good for you, and that at the end of the day makes you happy. What would you say to young people who might be listening in?
Understanding what your other capabilities are. What else can I do? What are other skills that I have that I can also develop along with the singing? Because there were times in my career when I was really, really singing extremely well and didn't have any work. And there were also times in my life when I was not singing well at all. And you can't work when it's like that. And so I had other things, like I studied a lot of piano and just continued to play the piano and practice and teaching voice, and my conducting experience that I had, choral conducting and orchestral experience. I was able to, during dry times, do other things to sort of sustain me in the artistic world, so in the world of opera and music. And so that is one piece of advice that I would absolutely give, is please do not hyper focus just on singing. We have to do it. It's a part of life, especially at the university level. Technique, learning just the basic foundational aspects of being a singer and what you need to possess in order to learn roles and learn songs. We have to do those things. But yeah, I think it's really important to be broadly educated. Not just broadly educated, but to be able to do other things.
There's going to be a lot of people who are listening to your interview and inspired by what you say, but there's also going to be a lot of people who are listening who are interested in giving to programs like UK, like OperaLex. And I really just kind of want to hear you talk about what specifically you feel UK gave you and why it's important people are continuing to be generous to programs like that.
When I look at now even just the online presence at the University of Kentucky and the UK Opera Theatre, and when I look and see how that program has grown and just erupted over the last almost 2 decades, it's astonishing to me. But so the proof is in the pudding.
Yes.
You want to look at it? The University of Kentucky was producing successful singers back in the late 90s. Was producing successful singers before I got there. But something really special happened in the last 20 years. It's a program that absolutely needs to be supported, and whatever's going on there needs to be, it needs to continue to happen. There's everything reaches a point where it can't go any further, of course, but growth and exponential growth and these things, yes, please, please, please support this institution, the University of Kentucky, and the Opera Theater, and the vocal programs, and the choral program, and the orchestral program, and yes. Please do that.
I agree with you. And I just to restate what you said, it is about the people at UK. That's what makes the program so special. That's what makes opportunities for young artists possible. But it's also people who have come around. The OperaLex community has really come around OperaLex in such a powerful way. The support in this little town, this Lexington, Kentucky, has been incredible. And I just want to say thank you to everyone watching. And I want to say thank you to you, Judd, for just sharing your heart with us and your success with us and just your wisdom with us. I know that you and I share something in common, and that's our extreme gratitude for UK, for Lexington, Kentucky, for the support that we got there. And now we're just asking you guys at home to continue to support OperaLex, because it's raising up a generation of artists, a generation of musicians, a generation of singers who don't just have talent. They don't just have compelling voices. They don't just have impressive knowledge. They have heart. They have a heart for people, and they're going to go out and they're going to make an impact in this world that is going to be that exponential growth that you talked about. So I encourage you all to continue to be generous, continue to give, and enjoy this wonderful event. Thank you so much, Judd.
Sure, thank you.
The Getchell Scholarship came to me at a time during graduate school when my family was going through some major transitions. It enabled me to complete my master's degree, both worry-free and debt-free. For that, I am eternally grateful. Please know that your generous gift supports creative artists who continue to pay it forward as performers, educators, and entrepreneurs. Your investment in the Getchell Scholarship is an investment in the future. And the future is bright, y'all, and full of hope. Thank you for your continued support of OperaLex and UK Opera Theatre.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is black as my skin. There's a light burning bright, showing me the way, but I know distance. It's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's just ahead, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a so many along the way, but the riches will be plenty, worth the price we've had to pay. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win, and this pride in my heart, 'cause I know and I know I've been. There's a road that we must travel. There's a promise
excited to announce our shows for the 21-22 UK Opera Theatre season. They will be La Bohème and The Magic Flute. We look forward to sharing these timeless classics with you. Please enjoy some performances of our students, faculty, and alumni from these wonderful operas.
The Getcho Scholarship was an incredible financial support at a time when I didn't know if I'd be able to complete my doctoral studies at the University of Kentucky. Immediately after my graduation in 2017, I was hired as a voice professor at DePaul University, a small liberal arts college in Indiana with a well-reputed school of music. And I think that without the financial help I received from the Getcho Scholarship, I probably wouldn't have had this opportunity. With the education I received and the experience I had in singing in several UK opera theatre productions, now I'm able to help many young students to pursue their passion for singing. So please know that your donation is going a long way and will enhance many lives in the years to come. Please give generously and thank you for supporting OperaLex and the students of UK Opera Theatre.
Thank you again for joining us for Virtual Encore 2021. Again, in lieu of doing auction items this year, we've chosen just to focus on getting contributions to the Getcho Scholarship for our wonderful graduate students at the UK Opera program. So please contribute generously to these amazing students, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Reich im Angeschwind, dunkel, leunig,
After 29 years of service, Dr. Noemi Lugo is retiring from the University of Kentucky. Tonight's event is dedicated to her. Please enjoy this special announcement from Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton, followed by a performance from Dr. Lugo and her colleague on guitar, Dr. Dieter Hennings.
I am so proud of the many accomplishments of the University of Kentucky School of Music. Dr. Noemi Lugo has made an enormous contribution to the success of so many students. It's my pleasure to present this proclamation. Noemi Lugo Day. Whereas mezzo-soprano Noemi Lugo has performed on stages around the world with major orchestras and choral organizations, and whereas April is the month we celebrate World Voice Day, a day dedicated to the celebration of the phenomenon of the voice, and whereas Dr. Lugo has an extensive operatic and oratorio orchestra repertoire, and whereas Dr. Lugo holds a doctorate in vocal performance from the University of Colorado, Boulder, and whereas she has been a member of the faculty at the University School of Music since 1991 and is a past winner of the Provost's Outstanding Teaching Award, and whereas Dr. Lugo, a native of Caracas, Venezuela, is retiring from teaching. Now therefore, I, Linda Gorton, Mayor of Lexington, do hereby declare April 30th, 2021, Noemi Lugo Day, and wish her a long and happy retirement. Congratulations, Dr. Lugo.
Well, we've come to the end of our event. Thank you for joining us. We hope you were moved, entertained, and educated about the incredible operatic talent that is abundant in our community and UK Opera Theatre's global reach. As president of OperaLex, I am so proud to be part of this incredible legacy. And if you haven't yet donated to the Tom and Marilyn Getchell Scholarship Fund, there's still time to do so. Your dollars help change the lives of the students like the ones you've seen over these last 3 nights.
And Sandy, we truly could not do it without OperaLex, and thank you for your presidency and for all that you have done for OperaLex. It's been a wonderful collaboration, and I want to thank you, our audiences, and OperaLex for investing in our students. We are looking forward to finding our in-person performances coming up, and we have a big announcement about It's a Grand Night for Singing. It's going to be at the Opera House this year. It's going to be a little different, but it's going to be more of a cabaret version, but it's going to be there, and tickets are going to be on sale, so we hope that you will call the Opera House and get your tickets, and we hope to see you in person at It's a Grand Night for Singing. The dates are June 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, and so we hope that you will call the Opera House and get tickets, and let's get there together, and let's restart our concert season around the community, and we are really looking forward to seeing you. So, Sandy, thank you so much.
And Everett, thank you, and thank you to our audience for a wonderful 3 nights. And if you haven't, again, contributed to the Getchell Scholarship, please consider to do so. Thank you, and God bless.
Good night.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor for this event, Liquor Barn. This would not be possible without your support. If you feel moved to do so, we encourage you to donate to the Getchell Scholarship Fund and help us change the lives of UK Opera Theatre graduate students.
Be sure to mark your calendars for Encore 2022. We will be live and in person at Keeneland on Saturday, May 21st, 2022. We hope that you can join us. Thank you and good night.